If you're a cornhole player that's doing those long posts after a tournament and then putting your sponsors at the bottom of those posts, this video is for you. Every single season, I see those long posts after a tournament that list out the details of what occurred in the tournament, whether that's here's my stats, or here's what I did, or here's a great moment of the game. There's a list of the sponsors at the bottom. And this is standard in the cornhole industry. It shouldn't be because it does not work. First of all, very few people are actually going to read through that post. But most importantly, for your sponsors, nobody's sharing that, right? Nobody's sharing your long post, which is not going to get your sponsors very much visibility beyond just the small audience that Facebook or Instagram or wherever you're posting is deciding to show it. So we got to stop with those. I'm going to give you 5 alternatives that will actually be share worthy, that will actually get your sponsors visibility, and will actually have people want to engage and read it. So let's talk about what those are. The first alternative to the long recap post would be to use photos. So what you could do is at a tournament, take 5 or have someone else take 5 photos, let's say, and then each photo has to have some kind of representation of what happened. So maybe it's a picture of the score with you with a thumbs up, or maybe it's a something in the room and it's the person you're playing, and then it's like a fist bump or something that can be something somebody would want to share. And then on the photo you would just put your sponsor on that photo, or maybe you're wearing that sponsor, and that's going to get visibility and actually be something share worthy. And then it'd be a very short caption, or even each photo could have a little caption. So it could be, won this match, but couldn't have done it without my great fit from such and such. Get this shirt here, or something like that. So definitely want to make something visual that people would want to share, that doesn't require all this reading, and then that sponsor will get that share and that visibility. The next option would use video in short form. So that would be capturing just little clips, especially if you're kind of chronologically taking, what's happening in the event. So you driving to the event, you flying to the event, it could just be you holding your phone, just little quick moments that could be going on your stories or weave together in a reel or for TikTok or Instagram. And then you would just have the short caption, and in that video make sure to show your sponsors, whether that's what you're wearing, whether it's the bags you're throwing, or if it's a restaurant you can go into or a product you can have, and have your sponsors weaved in through these videos, and something visual and storytelling that people will want to watch and also want to share. Next up could be a video that you record where you actually kind of give a recap verbally, and not too long, not more than a couple minutes, and then you weave your sponsors in that way. So maybe you focus on one big moment in the tournament or something that you learned from, whether that's I overcame this obstacle, or I was down this much and came all the way back, and just be really raw and and then weave those sponsors in, whether it's that you're wearing those sponsors or you have the bags placed next to you in the video, or you talk about the sponsors. If it wasn't for XYZ, then I wouldn't have this. But it's just you kind of, phone in hand, capturing a recap more than what would be necessarily like a short story or weave together in reels. Not so much like a storytelling of what happened over the course of the event, but like a recap, but shorter, and actually strategically working in your sponsors in that recap. Next up, you can use a live format, a post-tournament live. You can make this something that you offer your followers as a value for them following you, is that after tournaments, you're going to go live and answer any questions and recap what occurred. So you could use the Q&A sticker on Instagram. I'm not as familiar with TikTok to know what the equivalent of that is, but you can let them know, I'm going live, give me your questions, and then you would pick a day and time, and then as you're answering questions, make sure you have your sponsors on you, products next to you, and then just see if you can naturally weave those sponsors into your responses to the people who are on your live. This is a great way to engage with your followers and also give your sponsors shout out, and actually be able to recap something in a way that is something people want to watch and engage with. Last up would be like a what's in my bag type of video. So while you're at the event, or during or after the event, you can just unpack your backpack, unpack your Zuka. This is a great way to weave in Amazon affiliate links as well. So if you buy certain products, like maybe you have certain snacks, or maybe you have a certain kind of water bottle, So you can weave in Amazon affiliate links. You can obviously weave in your sponsors. Here's the bags I throw. Here's the clothes I wear. And then maybe you have like, if it, let's just say it's like a local sponsor, maybe you have like their coupon or business card in your bag, and you strategically put it there, like I have this in my bag just in case somebody wants a coupon to blah blah blah. And so you're just kind of showing the stuff you bring to a tournament, and as you're talking about things you can still give a recap too. It's like, okay, here's my bags and this is what got me the win in that championship, or I barely lost, or I overcame this because I was comfortable in my whatever pants. And you can kind of weave those in, but you are giving your sponsors a direct look at what you use in a tournament, which is going to create more sales for them. Remember, your job is not just to thank your sponsors, it's to give them visibility and something that makes somebody want to go buy. It's to highlight them and say, look, this is the stuff that I use. This is the places that I go. This is the people that support me. And here's why you should support them. So it's like little mini commercials or product placement. That is how you give back to your sponsors. They don't want a thank you. I mean, they appreciate a thank you, but in terms of publicly thanking them, that's not going to get them anything. So you can shoot them a private message or call them and say, hey, thank you so much for everything you're doing. This is so huge. I couldn't do it without you. But in terms of how it turns into ROI or visibility for them, it's got to be more than just listing them on a thank you post. These are the kinds of things we're going to be talking about and so much more on the Sponsorship with Purpose webinar happening on August 19th. If you're listening to this later, the video will be up for replay, but we are going to talk about a new approach to sponsorship that's more than just a logo on a jersey, and that allows you to give back to your sponsors in a way that gives them visibility and ROI. But here's the cool part that I love about this new thing that I'm going to teach you, is that it also supports some kind of cause, which is giving back to the world in such a big way. And it's a way that you as a brand, as a personal competitive cornhole player, can do more than just throw bags in the hole and get paid for it. There's so much more we can do in the world with your visibility and your travels. And so that's what I want to teach you. So make sure to tune in. The link is at the bottom to register, and I will see you there.